Will China rule the whole energy game in the future? The world's largest and highest altitude hydro-solar power plant, which creates power using water and light in tandem, began full operation in China. Game changer or just propaganda? For the first time, the Kila photovoltaic power station has an installed capacity of 1 million kilowatts in a hydro-solar power grid. It can charge 15,000 electric vehicles with a range of 550 kilometers per hour. The facility, located in the Yalong River Basin of the Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture of Gars in southwest China's Sichuan Province's Yajiang County, would generate 2 billion kilowatt hours per year, enough to power 700,000 households. Yang Ziwei, building project manager for Power China Chengdu Engineering Co., told China Media Group that this is equivalent to 600,000 tons of standard coal and will reduce carbon dioxide emissions by more than 1.6 million tons. PV stations' power generation varies between day and night due to weather conditions, as they rely on sunshine to create electricity. The hydropower component can help to manage all supply fluctuations, resulting in reliable and high-quality clean energy. It covers more than 16 million square meters and is larger than 2,000 conventional football fields. The factory is built at an altitude of around 4,600 meters, which is equivalent to the altitude of the Ali region in Zhejiang, the world's third pole, and 1,000 meters above the altitude of Lhasa. Kila is the first hydropower station developed by the Yalong River Clean Energy Base during the 14th five-year plan period, 2021 to 2025, as China attempts to secure energy security while also meeting its dual carbon goals. This makes it difficult to live, farm, or do almost anything else. But it is ideal for solar and wind power generation. This is exactly what China is doing. This is the Kubiki Renewable Energy Base. It's almost the size of 20 Central Parks, and when fully operational, will provide 16 gigawatts to well over 1 million households. Kubiki is magnificent, but it is only the centerpiece of a massive network of 225 sites being constructed across China's western and northern deserts. Kubiki and its sister projects are on schedule to generate 455 gigawatts, with 60% solar and 40% wind. That is amazing. To put it in perspective, it has more clean energy producing capacity than any other country outside of China. A system this massive could practically meet India's current energy requirements on its own. 455 gigawatts equals the combined green energy generation of the United Kingdom, Australia, and Indonesia, plus Brazil's total power capacity. These bases are all scheduled to go online within the next year or two. That means China might eclipse the world's existing renewable generation capabilities. But how has the world's current greatest polluter evolved into green energy's biggest champion? Fly above Datong County, an area in northern China, and you'll see two massive pandas. Someone is waving at you. Remember this news from 2018? China has the resources and space to generate a lot of inexpensive solar and wind energy. But there's another clear dynamic at work here. In the 1990s, China recognized a commercial opportunity to meet Germany's expanding demand for solar panels. Due to nearby raw materials and the structure of its supply chains, China was able to generate a large number of low-cost solar panels. Other solar companies throughout the world were not pleased with the Chinese government's subsidies and incentives. In response, numerous countries slapped taxes on Chinese-made solar panels during the 2000s. However, China was able to pivot and expand its own domestic renewables program. This resulted in increased domestic demand for solar panels and turbines. As China's economy and industrial sector rose, so did the demand for renewable energy. But you haven't heard yet why this line of projects is putting China on a pedestal of global power. These new facilities will reduce pollution not only in China, but also in neighboring countries and beyond. If China continues to build these facilities and technology improves, these neighbors will have the opportunity to purchase surplus clean energy from China. Countries such as Mongolia, which is currently China's key coal supplier, are acutely aware of China's reunification. They're looking for new methods to create energy and money as coal demand falls. Mongolia shares the Gobi Desert with China, and half of the Gobi is capable of generating incredible solar and wind energy. Since 2013, China has used its Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, to make economic and literal inroads across much of the world. It's like China's ambition to create a Neo-Silk Road. Essentially, China improves these countries' infrastructure in exchange for preferential access to their natural resources. Under the BRI, China can create green infrastructure for these countries as well. However, we must point out that the BRI is definitely debatable. Proponents and the World Bank have stated that BRI involvement can increase a country's GDP by up to 4%. It can also help to enhance the global economy by providing these countries with access to infrastructure development that they would not otherwise have. Critics have referred to it as a type of neocolonialism, citing cases in which the program had a severe impact on the local ecology, entailed the displacement of native peoples, and even committed some heinous human rights violations. This is not a geopolitics channel, so we won't discuss it. However, it brings up a valid point. China is a rising global power, and we don't believe they will gift this energy or technology to their neighbors or allies out of goodwill. Surely there will be some major economic and political conditions associated with it. Is it worth the trade-off for better infrastructure and access to green technology? It's a tough topic, and we're not in a position to make a statement. Though no one can match China's manufacturing power, the United States isn't far behind. Deserts and grasslands in the western and northern areas are ideal locations for solar and wind energy development. Manufacturing solar panels, wind turbines, and batteries in the US could reduce costs, expedite adoption, and provide significant energy security benefits. Some analysts have warned that a conflict is brewing between renewable energy and fossil fuel players in China. This struggle is common worldwide. We can only hope that renewables win, and we can do our part at home. If you like this video, make sure to check out our other videos. Feel free to subscribe for more intriguing content. Please let us know if you found the video useful, and we'll see you in the next one.